We are live. Welcome, welcome. Please, if you are joining us, share. If you are joining us, share. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you all doing? As you are joining us, please share. Comfort Edua. Comfort, you are welcome. How are you doing? Comfort, how are you doing? I welcome everybody. I want us to be at least 10 to 11 before we start. This is the continuation of our program yesterday. My beloved sister is here. Mimi, welcome. Mimi is a beautiful mama. Really? Mimi, is the hair fine? Is the hair fine? Comfort, I'm good. Very good. Um, Father, you welcome. I'm sorry if I'm abusing your name. Forgive me. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, which country are you watching from? Osas Precious, welcome. I know Osas is from Edo, Asian land to be precise. Osas, am I lying? From Asian land. My sister say you too beautiful. I beg you. Thank you, my sister. Please, you guys should support my sister, Mira's Kitchen. This is the page name. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Chioma Vera, welcome. Ogechi Peace, welcome. Also, as if I'm lying about your location, tell me that I'm lying. Also, as you are from Asian land. Chioma, how are you doing, ma? Chioma, I'm fine. So, welcome everybody. Please, as you are joining me, share this program. Follow the page if you haven't. Like our page. You people are not liking the page. Yesterday was very interesting topic, and today is the continuation. Also, I say no. Also, as we are then, but the name sounds like Benin. It sounds like Asian, from Asian. So today is a continuation of our topic. Yesterday it was a very interesting topic, which I believe that many people needs, because without ovulation, okay, from Benin, at least I was right now. Asian land is still in Benin. Osas, oh yeah, give me money, I try. I know that Osas is from because I served in Asian land, Igwebe, Ebele, but Igwebe in Igwebe local government. So I know those places very well. So today is the continuation of our topic. Yesterday we talked about ovulations and the signs of ovulation, which is very, very important when it comes to conception. Without ovulation, there will be nothing like pregnancy, because ovulation is the bedrock of conception. So if you are not ovulating, you don't expect yourself to get pregnant. So we talked about ovulation, which I'm going to just summarize it before I dive into this implantation, because it's still three stage of conception. The first stage is your period. After your period, you go to follicular stage, where the follicle will start to develop. After the follicle develop, then the next stage is ovulation. Now, what happens after ovulation? This is what we are going to be looking into. It's very, very important. If, let's assume that the egg was fertilized, and and the egg was fertilized by the sperm. Now, what will happen to this egg? Where would this egg go? So now, what is implantation? I said ovulation simply means the release of a matured egg, or you can say it is a process whereby the matured egg is being released from your ovary. And when this egg is being released, it will be fertilized by sperm. Now, if the sperm eventually fertilizes it, it's not every egg that is released that can be fertilized. Of course, if you release unhealthy eggs, sperm cannot fertilize it. If the sperm have problem, you cannot fertilize egg. So there must be a healthy egg and healthy sperm for fertilization to take place. Please, if you are joining me, you share this video. Yesterday we had a number of people, and I will be glad if those people can come back today to learn to complete it. So if just want to clear this, because some people always ask me, I ovulate, I see my ovulation, but I am not getting pregnant. There are many factors. Pregnancy is just something mysterious, nobody can ascertain if pregnancy can take place. That is why I also say you should always pray and ask God to open door for you, open your womb, remove any hindrances, because as a human being, you might be trying your own, but the spiritual ones you cannot see. That is where God comes in. You do the ones you can do as a human being, then allow God to complete the rest. So it's not a must that every woman who menstruates will ovulate. There are other factors that can affect your conception apart from ovulation. But it is assumed that somebody who is menstruating, ovulating, have 88% opportunity to become pregnant. So I don't know if you people are getting what I'm saying. So if you have been ovulating, maybe you think you are ovulating and conception is not taking place, there must, not even may, there must be other factors that is affecting you that you need to check, which is, for example, once you have hormonal disorder. Some hormonal disorder may prevent you from menstruating, but some can allow you to menstruate. And some will even go to the extent of allowing the LH, that is LH luteinizing hormones test that you use to conduct ovulation test, to be showing you positive results, while in the excuse me, while in the actual sense, your ovaries are not releasing eggs. So there are some certain factors that can affect your conception. The egg might be fertilized. Now, after the egg is fertilized, if you have low estrogen that's supposed to thicken your lining of the lining of your uterus, if the lining of your uterus is not thickened, when the fertilized zygote get to your fallopian tube where it's supposed to attach itself, then it's not prepared, the egg will die. So these are the factors. If you have low progesterone that's supposed to carry this pregnancy, because immediately you become pregnant, your body will signal the pregnancy will signal your body to produce what is called progesterone, and the work of this progesterone is to support you, to carry you throughout this pregnancy, at least 3 to 6 months before the baby will start producing their own. But in a situation where you have low progesterone, you can see that either the egg cannot implant successfully, or you'll be having series of miscarriages. I am explaining all these things for you to know. Some people always say, I saw my period, I am sure I ovulated, and yet I'm not getting pregnant. That is why I am explaining this, so that you can know the factors. That is not only when you ovulate that you can be pregnant. There are other factors that can affect your conception. Now, what is implantation? The first stage of conception starts from your menstruation, which is to prepare the follicle from growing. Now, after your menstruation, after the follicular stage comes the ovulation stage. These are the stages that you need to pass. You must pass it before you become pregnant. You know, some of those of us who get pregnant easily might not understand this. Anybody that have not suffered infertility will not understand that there are stages that she passed before she become pregnant. So this things goes on internally. Another person that can understand that these things have stages is people who undergo IVF, because in the IVF you will see everything practical. After your menstruation, which will last about 4 to 5 days, they will give you stimulating drugs, ovulation stimulating drugs that will stimulate your ovaries to produce multiple eggs. So you'll be seeing all these things happening. So when you are taking you will take orally some injections for how many days. They will be tracking your eggs. So after that, they will call you for egg retrievers. They will call you to collect those eggs that they have stimulated, that they have forced to grow. Then you'll be seeing it. You will know that, wow, is this what pregnancy process go through? But if you become pregnant naturally, you will not understand all this. Apart from people who are struggling to conceive, now when they pass through this stage, they will understand. So when they retrieve the egg they will fertilize it with sperm. After fertilizing it, then they have to implant it back. They have to transfer it back to your womb. Then what you cannot see is this implantation. You wouldn't know, except if you are paying attention, except if you know what implantation is. That is only when you will notice that something is going on. So what is this implantation now? Implantation simply means the stage, the period whereby the fertilized zygote attach itself successfully to the uterus wall. That is when you will say, congratulations to myself, I am pregnant. That is only when you will conduct pregnancy test, even before your mixed period, and you will find out that you are pregnant. So let's see what the expert talks about this. Implantation is when a fertilized egg implants itself into the lining of the uterus, which is what I said now, and it starts to construct the placenta and embryo. So it's only when the implantation is successful that you can say that you are pregnant. If the implantation is not successful, you cannot boast of conception. You need to pay attention to this, because sometimes this confuses people. So, but you can tell when implantation occur. You can tell when implantation occur, and that is, I'm going to be telling you the signs. People that have been following me since, they should know these signs to look at, because it is very, very confusing. Implantation sign and the period signs are the same. Implantation sign is the same signs of ovulation. Implantation signs is the same signs which you have when you are pregnant. So it's confusing. I don't blame anybody who did not recognize it, because it's confusing. Honestly speaking, it's confusing, because you can't tell me that the same sign that you see when your menstruation want to come out, you will see it again when you want to ovulate. You will see it again when implantation happen. You will see it again when you are pregnant. My sister, you will be confused. You wouldn't even know. There is no difference. There is no difference. But if you track your fertility, if you follow your fertility very well, you can be able, for example, myself, I know whenever implantation happens, I know. I don't need a teacher, I don't need anything. I know, because I watch myself. Whenever I want to get pregnant, I watch myself. Any month I decided that I want to be pregnant, I watch myself, I track it. When implantation happens, I know. You will know. So we are going to be looking at those signs. I believe everybody here have your pen and paper. If you don't know the signs of implantation, if you have not been looking at to these signs, I will encourage you to look at these signs, because it's very, very important. It's going to help you, especially those people that always hang their hope in a tree, that every month they will be pregnant. At least you will see or know what you are looking at for, what you are to look out for. What are those things that can um what are those things that you will see? Let's say your period started now. Your period started. After your period, you start feeling cramp, you start feeling dizzy, you start feeling this. Something should tell you in your mind that you are now entering ovulation stage. In fact, this is mathematics. After your menstruation, you should know that the next stage is ovulation. Now, after your ovulation now, 10 to 12 days, and you start experiencing the same sign which you experienced when you saw your period and your ovulation. Something should tell your brain that this is implantation time. And why this implantation confuses people? It always happens closer to the day your period wants to come out. Maybe if your period will come out two three three to three 2 to 3 days, you will start seeing these signs. So that is why it confuses people. A lot of people think that it is their menstruation that is coming. That was exactly what happens to a lady who sent me her pregnancy test. Her period remains 2 days to come, and she was experiencing cramping, and she just said let her conduct a pregnancy test. And when she conducted the test, it happens that she's pregnant. She sent me the result. I told her that she's pregnant. She said, but she haven't missed her period. I said, you mustn't miss your period before you mustn't miss your period before you know that you are pregnant. She said, but she's noticing pregnant, what do you call it, menstruation signs. I told her that, okay, if you don't believe me, go and conduct tests, go and do pregnancy test, urine, at least urine, blood should identify if you are pregnant. So she left the house immediately because she couldn't believe it. She left the house, and after everything, it happened that she was pregnant. So if you listen to me carefully, after this, I'm going to allow you to ask questions. If you don't understand ovulation, please ask me questions. That is the most important thing. And if you desperately want to know when you become pregnant before you miss your period, well, most of us, we only know that we are pregnant only when we miss our period. But you can know that you are pregnant before you miss your period. So now, what are these signs of implantation? What are you going to be looking at to tell you that you are pregnant? The number one thing is, where is my phone? Implantation bleeding. I'm going to show you the picture of this. I'll be showing this. Maybe many people have not joined me then, but I'm going to show you implantation bleeding picture, what you are going to look after. Now, after this egg is fertilized, the egg is not going to leave your uterus immediately. The egg will stay there for about 4 days. On the fifth day, the egg will start leaving, going down to the fallopian tubes where it is going to implant itself. This is the final bus stop now. So now within this, it takes 7 to 12 days for this egg to implant successfully. Some people, it takes 7 days. So any day, if you know the actual day you ovulated, is very, very important. If you really want to know this, like I said it's simple mathematics. If you really know the day you ovulated, what should you do? You mark the day you ovulated in your calendar. So now let me say you ovulated today, and you want to track or you want to know when implantation will happen. Let's say you mark today, then tomorrow till 7th day. On that 7th day till 12 is the maximum. Minimum is 7, 12 is the maximum. So between that day you ovulated to 12 days, if really you are pregnant, the egg fertilized, you will notice something that is called implantation bleeding. This doesn't apply to everybody. It's not a must. Now let me say this disclaimer: it's not a must for everybody. Our body system differs. Some people, they don't see it, some people they see it. So if you don't see it, don't feel that you are not pregnant. There are other signs which I'm going to mention that you need to look for. But for myself, I always, anytime I'm pregnant, I see the implantation bleeding. So between 7th till 12 days, there will be a time you will feel like your menstruation wants to come out. That is the way it starts. You'll be feeling that you want to menstruate, you want to go to toilet, and when you go to toilet, behold, I don't know if you people can see this. Behold, when you go to toilet to clean, if you can see this, you say yes, please. When you go to toilet, this is what you will see. Can you people see it? This is what you will see, not the real blood. You see how pink it is. Can you people see it? Please answer me. Oh, can you people see this? If you see it, you say yes. If you don't see it, I can change it. You click something like this. Can you people see it? This person say yes, please. The other one say no. Lizzie, can you see it now? Or should I give you my glass? Lizzie, you need glass. I can borrow you my own. Once you look, you give it back to me. I want Lizzie to say yes. Lizzie, can you see it now? Lizzie, can you see it? So this is how the implantation looks like. So anytime after your ovulation, you must, for you to calculate this, for you to Osas say no, you people should come and collect my eyeglass. So Lizzie will use one, Osas will use the other one, so that you guys can see it very well. So anytime after your ovulation, for you to get this, you must know the date you ovulated, the day you count it. Any day you see something like this, if you mark the day you ovulated in your calendar, go back there, count the day, you will see that it's between either, some people own happen like mine, it always happen on the 12th day. My own happens on the 12th day. something like this. If you see this thing, something like this, who is this? Osas say you cannot see it. Now, wow. Osas, come and carry my eyeglass. Oh, is it only you that is not seeing it? Are you using China phone? If you are using China, borrow. You are laughing. If you are using, but China phone are smart now. You can see they are only good in shining. So this is how implantation bleeding looks like. So every or like this, it can be dirty like this, and you see why it will confuse a lot of people. Sometimes if my menstruation wants to come out, it will first start like this. So that is why it confuses people when they see this thing. I can see it. Oh, praise the Lord. As you can see now, it remains lazy. So some people, when their menstruation wants to start, this is the first thing they see. If you see this thing first when your menstruation starts, please don't count it as the one of your circle. What you count is when they read blood. This is just dirty coming out from your previous. Maybe the egg did not implant successfully, and this sign is coming out. So, but this is the sign of implantation after ovulation. So anytime this month you go to your toilet, you see something like this, my sister, your name na congratulations. Look at them, there are many. I believe Facebook, please permit me to use these images just for teaching. So this is the sign of implantation. So any month or anytime you see this, you must calculate it. You must mark the day you ovulated, then 7 to 12 days post ovulation is when you will start seeing this. So some people have a small amount of spotting or bleeding approximately 10 to 14 days after fertilization. Mark from day one you started, count 7. It can happen on 7, it can happen on 8, it can happen on 9, it can happen on 10, but the maximum is 12 days. So after these days, if the egg is not fertilized, then the uterus will shed its lining and your menstruation will come again. But if the egg is fertilized, then this day is the day that it is going to attach. It is going to stay like you see how baby stays. They are going to, just like a bed, within this period, during the period of ovulation, during the period of releasing the egg, the estrogen is doing its work, thickening the lining of the uterus, preparing the ground, preparing the bed for this new fertilized egg. So sometimes when you have estrogen problems, this egg might be fertilized rare, but when they get there and there's no bed, there's nothing that they can attach themselves to, the zygote cannot implant again. So that is why I said there are many stages. So this implantation bleeding is the first thing you should look at. But that does not mean that if you did not see, I'm going to mention some other signs of ovulation that you must observe. Not that you will see everything, but out of 5 or 6 you must, it's a must, you must see 2. But sometimes you might not know because you are not paying attention. There was somebody here who, she was pregnant but she didn't know implantation have taken place. She went to drink alcohol, and alcohol flushes the. So once you start planning to conceive, there are some things you need to avoid because these things can affect either the implantation or your ovulations. There are food that you are not supposed to eat because those foods, well, I'm going to talk about that in another video. Let me not distract myself. So implantation bleeding is very, very obvious if you pay attention. Some people may not see it. When they see it, some will say, my period is coming out. my period want to come out again, oh, my period want to come out again, oh, they will start going to toilet. They will start going to toilet, and it's not good. Once you see it, even if it is your period, don't bother, don't put yourself under anxiety, because if yes, I see some in my pan. Wow, Lizzie, congratulations. Lizzie, congratulations, but you are not seeing it again. And do you know when you ovulate, Lizzie? If you saw this in 1st of October, and you know when you ovulate, if you saw it 1st of October, go and do pregnancy test. Congratulations, you are pregnant. As long as it's not much, oh, it must not be blood. It's just a spot, pink or dark, or if even if it is a bleeding, it must be light bleeding. It mustn't be like menstruation. So we have another testimony. Two people testify yesterday. I asked them to give me their test. Let me post. I didn't see them again. You guys have learned bad thing now. When you become pregnant, you just hide. Some will run come out, but it's not good. So, who is Dina? Dina, I'm going to block you. You are asking question. You are just coming now. You are asking question. I always give time for questions. So you must have patience. And this thing you are asking me now is what I'm saying. You don't listen. You will just fly in and start asking question. If you ask me question again, I'll block you. Somebody was asking me question yesterday. Please, I beg you people in the name of God. I am working. This thing I'm doing here, nobody is paying me. Facebook is not paying me. You people are not paying me. I'm just doing it for free. So if you ask me question in the comment section after this live now, the next thing is to go and pick my children from school. Once they come back, I don't touch my phone again. Maybe till 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I listen to news. So somebody asked me question yesterday night. I was very, very angry. I don't want to answer. I don't want to reply her. What I did is I just blocked her, because if I reply her, she wouldn't like what I would tell her. She said she just commented in my video now, and I'm not responding to her. That what did she do to me? I didn't answer her, and she keep on writing. So I need to block her. When you write anything, sometimes I may not answer your question directly, but when I come live, that is the essence of this live, I give you opportunity to ask question, and I clear some questions. Sometimes I go through the question, I read everything. When I come live, I answer it. So you don't command me to, you write something now, you want me to, if I'm eating, I should drop my food and start replying. Who are you? When you go to your gynecologist, can you write your gynecologist those things? Our people will like abusing things. When somebody give you opportunity, you don't know me. If I happen to be your gynecologist, will you be writing me and asking me that I'm not responding to you? So please, everybody watching me here is matured. Let's respect ourselves. If you write anything, I am seeing it. If I don't reply now, I will reply later. If I don't reply later, I come here. I say it generally so that everybody will learn. So please, if you are writing me on Messenger, when you write, leave it. I will reply. If I did, maybe you go to Messenger and reply and write, ask me question, you don't come to live. Maybe I have answered your question. So please, I don't want to be angry with anybody. I'm tired of blocking. If I have not blocked, I block no less than 1,000 people, and I'm not happy, because once I block you, you will not be seeing my videos. I'm not happy about it. That is what I'm saying. I'm tired of blocking. Let's respect ourselves. Ask me question, leave it. If you write your doctor an email, is it not when he respond that, will you go and beat him, or you start asking him why you not responding? It's not mature to me. So implantation bleeding is the number one signs of successful pregnancy, because it's only when this fertilized egg attach itself in the uterus wall that you can say that you are pregnant. It's only after implantation that you can do pregnancy test. And yes, Lizzie say yes, I ovulated on the 2nd of September. I am 27 days after. Congratulations, Lizzie. If you, I don't know the country you are. If you are in country that you can purchase clear blue pregnancy test, there is one they said 12. I think €12, but it's only one. One thing I like that one is that once you do it, you use it for pregnancy test. It whether it doesn't discriminate time like those cheap ones. You only use it to conduct tests only in the morning, but this clear blue, you can do pregnancy test anytime and it shows you clear. It doesn't, it's not these cheap ones that will be, that will be dark. One that clear blue is one inside, some are two. So you go, if you can buy it this evening, go and do pregnancy test. You will see that you are pregnant, and send me the test in messenger so that I will post it. So the number one sign is implantation bleeding. Implantation bleeding, which I show you the picture. Once the fertilized egg is attached, this is a very big thing that is happening in your body. It's a very big, I have experienced it in all my pregnancy. I experienced that implantation bleeding. And when it's happening, you wouldn't know, especially if you're a busy person. If you are in a country that is so noisy, you will know that something is going on in your body, but you wouldn't know what it is. It will vibrate. You know what is vibrate? Like the day my own was happening, the first one, I was in the church because I like praying. I used to go to church then. That was when I came to this country newly. I used to go to church then to pray. So I was in the church praying. It was like somebody was hitting me in my lower abdomen. It was big, 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 big. I said, wow, what is happening? And my body was just doing like um I want to go to pee, my menstruation want to start. This time around, I wasn't. It's not as if that I got newly married, but it's not that I was. I don't know how to say it, but this thing continue happening to me in the church. I need to leave the church. I need to leave the church premises because it was as the way it was happening to me. It makes me uncomfortable. Something was bim, 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 and I was having cramping in my lower abdomen. So I have to leave the church, and I was having it was pressing me like my period want to come out. I was like, oh, this thing now, this period want to disgrace me now. So if I sit down now and maybe when I want to get home now, my clothes will be stained, and when you are going, people will be telling you your clothes is stained. I need to stand up immediately. I started going. As I was going, it was happening. So by the time I got home, I ran to the toilet immediately to urinate. After urinating, I wiped myself. I saw pinkish thing like this. I said, na you? I said, are you the one? So then that was when I understood what was happening to me. So that is how this implantation bleeding happened. And mine didn't take time, about 2 or 3 hours. Everything stopped. The spotting stopped, and that it will make you uncomfortable. Once you go and wipe, you see little spotting. You would like to go again so that this thing wouldn't mess up your pants. So you would like to be going to be checking yourself. So but once I noticed, I came back home. Being somebody that knows about this, I didn't bother to go again. I already know the stage I was. So that is the number one sign: implantation bleeding. If you are coming now, please, you see, I am here now. Somebody is writing me a message. This my people. This my people, and I will make me shout for here one day. Oh, yeah. I'm here. Somebody is writing me a message. Why not come here and listen to what I'm saying? So the second one is Implantation cramps. Everybody, almost everybody, observe this during this thing, because it's you see how the builders build house. When they want to fix block, they have to carry the block and fix it like this. This is the same thing that happens when implantation is happening, because it is a mighty, this is human being we are talking about, that is implanted, that is relaxing. The baby is taking his position in your body. So it's not a minor thing. You must experience something, my sisters, if you can pay attention. So during this period of implantation, if you do not have the sign of bleeding or spotting, I always use spotting, not bleeding, you will experience cramping. You have a mild pain in your lower abdomen because something is attaching. Something is attaching there. And that's why sometimes if you distract yourself, if you do heavy thing, the implantation cannot be successful, because the baby is trying to attach itself and you are disturbing. That is why people who have fibroid find it difficult to get pregnant, because it's not that they are not, the egg is not fertilizing. The problem now is implantation. When they want to go and attach themselves, and you go there, you see big fibroid have already occupied the place where the baby is supposed to implant. So the fibroid and the baby will start fighting. Whoever that wins take the position. So people who have fibroid, they think that they are not ovulating, that they can't get pregnant. This is the cause, because the fibroid is occupying the position. I mean, uterine fibroid is occupying the place where this baby supposed to stay. So during this period, you can feel implantation, although the answer, you can feel it if you pay attention, but everybody feel it. But the thing is that we do not pay attention to our body. If you pay attention, you will notice cramping. So another symptom of implantation is sore breast. I also observe this. The three this thing I have mentioned now, I observe them. I observed implantation bleeding. I observe cramping, and I also observe sore breast. Once the implantation takes place, you are pregnant already. Automatically, you are pregnant. So within this period, especially my nipples will start hurting me. Please, I beg you people, in the name of whatever you worship, myself, I worship the living God. Please share this video. If you worship God, share this video. If you worship Satan, please don't share. Please, if you are a child of God and you like what I'm doing here, share this video, follow this page, recommend this page to people, like this page, because this is an educational page. This is where it seems somebody have sent a pregnancy test result. Please, if you are the one, you can write here. Maybe when I'm finished, I will post it. Congratulations to congratulations. We'll have a testimony. She's sending the result for me now. So if you like this page, follow it, like it. I want that like of this page to get to 2,000. Share this video. If you worship Satan, I beg, don't share. So sore breast. When after implantation, your breast may become very sensitive to the touch. So whenever after this period, or after your ovulation, it's not a must. Implantation bleeding is not a must. I just want people to understand this, so that you not go and be killing yourself. I know our people, they will say, don't you say, if you know you must see implantation bleeding, this one I'm not seeing it, maybe it's a lie. Some people do not. I know a lot of people, my sisters, they don't see it. It's not a must. But cramping, you will see it. Sore breast, you will see it. When you touch your nipples, my testimony of glove water. Congratulations, my dear. Don't worry, I will post it after this. So you will see, if you have not given birth before, if this is your first issue, Once implantation takes place, go and look your nipples on the mirror. In the mirror, you will see that the nipples will become dark. Once it touches, if somebody touch it, it will hurt you. But if you have given birth before, you might not notice it because it's already dark. So that is the third signs of implantation. Number one, I talked about implantation, bleeding. Second one, I talk about cramping. The third one, I talk about sore breast. I hope you people are writing it down. The next one is nausea. Now, when this egg implant, you already become pregnant. Once this baby attach itself, you are already pregnant, so you start noticing something. Your digestive system will slow down when you get pregnant. So some people will experience nausea, constipation. You will feel like it happens to me too. I have this problem, but not in all my pregnancies. I have nausea to the extent that you will be like, what is this? What is this? Your nose will be blocked. You find it difficult to, breathe. Even if you like take medication, they cannot go because this is coming from hormonal changes. Something is happening in your system. Some people will have constipation. I have constipation also. You also go to toilet frequently. That one is if you ask me what I don't like about pregnancy, is that one, because I'm the type of person that I work all day. So at night, I always like, when I'm sleeping, let me sleep long. Let me sleep long. But I don't like anything that will be disturbing me to be going to toilet often. So whenever this I become pregnant, I always go to toilet through morning, afternoon. You see me and toilet. I don't even go far because once you are pregnant, you cannot endure urine. Once you are not pregnant, you can endure, but immediately pregnancy have taken place, you cannot endure it. I'm going to be fast now because my time is up. So the next one is fatigue. As your body prepares to grow a baby, you may feel more tired than normal. You can partially blame fatigue on the rest of progesterone. So yes, once this thing happens, you can be tired, you can be feeling weak. These are the signs that if you do not see implantation bleeding, if you do not see cramping, but I believe every woman see cramping, you might also, another one is headache. You might experience a very tension headache, even though you aren't prone to them. There is a time you will experience headache, you feel that you are sick, you will experience bloating. So unfortunately for your skin will start rising. All these things happens as a result of the increase in progesterone, because once you become pregnant, like I said before, you will, your body will start producing progesterone that will support the pregnancy. Another one is mood swings. Is there any time after ovulation that your mood changes? So these are the another one that is not that is another one is changes in appetite. You might lose appetite of eating. So the last one that is not clear is that is not scientifically proven is vivid dreams. Sometimes maybe you are the type of person that when you dream you don't remember it, but once implantation takes place, when you dream you remember exactly what you say. So what will happen when you experience all these things? If you experience light bleeding, cramping, nausea, and the rest of the things that I mentioned, what should you do? You should go and conduct pregnancy test because you are already pregnant. Please, if you have questions, ask me. My time is up. This person that is saying, please, you saw your period, go and calculate your period length. I will not be the one to calculate it. If you think that your period is happening twice, which is not possible is bleeding. Maybe you are suffering from fibroid, or maybe you have endometriosis that we are going to be praying. You need to go to your doctor. Period is not supposed to come twice in a month, and your period is not supposed to last more than 35 days. If your period is up to 36, 37, it's not normal. So any question? Today is my 7th day from my ovulation, and and feeling light cramp, like my period wants to come. But yes, keep believing. Peaceful Eze, keep believing. Today is your first day. Today is your 7th day from your ovulation. Like I said, implantation takes place between 7 to 12 days. So it's possible that you are pregnant. So you said you are feeling cramps, like your period. Yes, I told you that this cramping, these signs of implantation happens 3 to 5 days of when your period is supposed to come. That is why it is confusing people. So after today and tomorrow, you try to do pregnancy test. Once the implantation takes place, the pregnancy test will be obvious. So between tomorrow and next, you go and buy pregnancy test, and you do pregnancy test. So any other question? Any other question? I'm waiting for your question. So implantation, if you want to know whether if you are pregnant before you miss your period, you need to look out for this. You need to look out for this. Any other question? So what's the time? Any other question before I go? And I want to say, why during ovulation I always feel fever? It's normal. You do know what is happening to your body. It's normal. Ovulation and implantation, they are mighty things. So it's normal. It's even good for you self, because it will help you to know when you are ovulating. But can I feel the cramp of ovulation but don't have the discharge? Christy, you are coming now. Go and watch what I said. Please, if somebody asks question here and you know the answer them, please. This thing you said, I have said it. I'm not going to repeat it. Later you go and watch the video. Please, I see my period on the 27th of December, but I don't know my ovulation. This person is funny. Who is this? What is your name? Inemesita. Go and watch. I made a video about ovulation yesterday. Go and watch how to calculate your ovulation. I always got this sign, but after I miss my period for 2 days, it appears again. If you see this sign, it means that it's not successful. The implantation wasn't successful because maybe you are under stress or anxiety. You should manage your stress level. I told you guys that once the implantation is not successful, your menstruation will come out again. So you need to learn how to manage your stress level. Sometimes stress infection can also withhold your menstruation. You may think that you are pregnant, all of a sudden it will come out again. So any other question? Please share this video. We are going to call it a day. Maybe by next week, sorry, we are going to be praying for people that is suffering from um um these diseases that I mentioned yesterday. PCOS. If you are suffering from this, or maybe you know somebody that have this problem, somebody that have been trying to conceive, tell them to come and join us in the prayers. I don't know the date yet. I will check my calendar next week. Maybe I will fix a day. I will fix the day we are going to do it. Peaceful Lazy, you are welcome. So we are going to fix a day that we are going to do the prayer, and I believe after the prayer, God will have his way. God will heal his people, and a lot of people are going to testify again. So Peaceful Lazy, if you become pregnant, if really you are pregnant, I will be happy for you. You know what? You know what I passed through with you, and to show you the type of woman being I am. I am not a hardened person. If I were a bad person, I supposed to block you. I know you think that I will block you, but I will not block you. You thought I was going to block you after everything that happened, but I'm not like that. I have a human heart. I have a soft heart. I always let things go. So if you are happy, I will be very, very happy. If you are pregnant, I will be very, very happy that God answered your prayer. I'll be very, very happy with you. At least when people are talking anything about me, you will be here. You have had a very hard experience with me, and you saw how I manage it. So I will be praying for you that let it be true that you are pregnant, so that the name of God will be glorified, and by now you would have known the type of woman being I am. I might be angry, but my anger doesn't last. I might be angry. I may say all sorts of things, but sometimes I call myself to order. Yes, we are human beings. We are prone to make mistakes. When it offends God is when you carry it for a very long time. So you are free to be angry. You are free to be angry. You are free to say word to people. Many people here want to talk to me privately, but I don't have the time. Like my sister Peaceful Eze, she wanted me to be calling her on phone, talking to her every day, but I don't have that time. I don't have that time. Do you know how many people that wrote me in a day? More than 2,000 people they write. So if I start answering everybody, when will I have time to work? When will I have time to look at my family? You people should be considerate. If you want me to, there's somebody that I am offending here. I've tried to look for her number. She paid money for me to monitor her, but she didn't tell me. When she wrote to me, I asked her, you should have told me. So she said, no problem, she's going to wait. Up till now, she have not disturbed me. She have not, said anything to me. Please, if you are here watching, you are the person that said you paid money for me to monitor you, that I shouted at you. Why didn't you tell me? Please, write me again. I will attend to you now. But please, nobody should pay money in any account again for me to watch. I don't have that time. I only have time for general teachings. So somebody say, okay, comfort. God bless you, ma. That is my always ovulate, but I don't get pregnant. That is the problem I said before. Chisom, you are pregnant. Wow, congratulations. Send me this thing. We have two this thing today. Send me the text in Messenger. Damaris Chisom, pregnant. Congratulations. So, if you write me, I didn't reply, what you need to do, have patience. If you write me, for example, you ask me anything and I didn't respond, you go back again and ask me why are you not responding, or you write no response, I will not have choice than to block you. But if you have patience, I will read your comment. I go to the this life I'm doing now. Sometimes I go through there, I read all the comments. Then from the comments, when I come live like this, I answer all the questions. I think it's more easier for me than to type or to call. I don't even have time to call my mother sometimes, or my friends. So if I should be, that's why I don't give people my number. Because if I give you my number, you call me, this person call me, which means I'm only going to be answering call. Believe me, a lot of messages are coming. Sometimes I read, sometimes I don't read. But if you write I didn't read, have patience with me. Bear in mind that I am working. I am a mother. I'm a human being. So it's not as if I am ignoring you. I don't underrate anybody. I don't ignore. If I don't answer you, means that I'm busy. When I'm less busy, I'm going to answer you. But don't force me to block you. Please, I am tired of blocking people. Please, I don't want to block anybody again. So this is the end of today's program. If there is any topic or anything that you are not cleared about, please write me. Not how to unblock tubes. If your tubes are blocked, please go for IVF. If your tubes, I mean the two tubes are blocked, don't think you can get pregnant naturally except God's intervention. Don't be deceived. If anybody tells you that they are going to give you money, they are, you bring this, I will give you something you will drink and your tube will be open, it's a lie. You need assisted reproductive help, which is IVF or any other means. So okay, you are always ovulating but not pregnant. Damaris, you need to go to your doctor. There's other factors. I said this at the beginning of this video. It's not a must that when you ovulate that you become pregnant. If your husband's sperm have problem, it's going to affect you. If you have low progesterone, low estrogen, is going to affect you. So pregnancy is a mystery that only God knows how he does his things. So you need to find out what is happening. If you are truly sure that you are ovulating, you must also be truly sure that your husband's sperm count, motility, and morphology is in order. So these are the things it needs. It needs a healthy egg and a healthy sperm for fertilization to take place. If one is missing, only one cannot carry it. Let's say your husband have low sperm count, it will not work. Let's say your husband's sperm motility is low. Maybe before the sperm can get to the egg might have died. The egg lasts between 12 to 48 hours, which is a day. So this is it. Damaris, you need to go to your doctor, ma. Please, ma, I have 2 children, but I made family planning on August last year and I removed it on May. Till now, please, I can't take in. Yes, some family planning, some people are very lucky when it comes to ease. Some people, once they remove, that's why the white always go for the pills. But believe me, nothing is wrong with you. Your body need to return back to its normal distance before you can. You don't need to worry yourself. Please, Ekbang Young, don't add stress and anxiety to yourself. Nothing is normal like that. Besides, you have 2 children, you don't need to worry. Just leave your body, continue everything. But the thing I can advise you is just go and check your hormones and check if everything is okay to get to normal. It can take about 6 to 1 year for your body to return back to, especially your cycle. So you don't have problem. Leave yourself. Just bear in mind that you have 2 children. Some people are here looking for one. You have 2. So those 2 should encourage you. Leave your body, go for medical checkup, and you will see you become pregnant. So we are going to stop here. It's time for school runs. See you guys. If I post this pregnancy test of our sister Tutu, she said she took, is it clove water or okra water, and she become pregnant. So you tap from it. I wish, just that people don't like to disclose themselves. I would have asked them, given them opportunity to explain to you people how they did it, that it works for them. And if you are here following me, maybe you have started following me for a long time and you have never gotten pregnant. I don't know what the problem is. Nobody's supposed to follow me no less than 6 months and you are not pregnant. So you check yourself, check the things you are doing, whether you are doing them right. So I love you all, and I pray again that God Almighty in his infinite mercy should bless each and every one of us that is watching this video or that will watch later, that God should grant us that which our heart desires. Because he said in the book of Job 22 verse 28, he said that we should decree a word and it shall come to pass. In the book of Matthew 7 verse 7, he said we should ask and it shall be given. We should knock and the door will be opened. We should seek and we shall find. Now we are at the door of God, asking, knocking, seeking for the fruit of the womb for our beloved sisters who have not experienced motherhood. And he said again in his word that there will not be barren among our people. Now my question is, why are many women barren? So, Heavenly Father will beg you to please release your heavenly children upon any womb that is trying to conceive, any womb that is not sleeping every night. Other people will be sleeping, they will be counting ceiling. Any womb that have been mocked. Yes, a lot of women that are married have been called men. They have been called all sort of names because of their inability to produce a child. Lord, you are the giver of these children. In your word, in the book of Psalm 127 verse 3, you said that children are a gift from you and they are the real blessing from you. Lord, please bless every womb so that they will be happy and your name will be glorified through this in Jesus' name. Amen. So do have a nice day. Until next week, we will meet again.